Are you a veteran or active duty service member ready to embark on the home buying journey, unsure of where to start? Well, today we're looking at how to search for homes using your hard earned VA benefit. Purchasing a home is a significant milestone, and with the VA loan program, in my opinion, the best loan that there is, you have a powerful tool at your disposal. But navigating the home search process can be overwhelming, especially when you're looking to maximize your VA loan benefits. So let's explore the steps to finding your dream home while leveraging your VA loan. Imagine scrolling through endless listings online, unsure of which properties are VA loan eligible and which ones might be out of reach. The first step in your home search is understanding VA loan limits and property requirements, which can be so confusing. But let's dive right in. So first things first, VA loan limits. Think of these as the maximum amount the VA is willing to back for a home loan in your area. Now, these limits, part of the reason why they're so confusing is because they vary based on the county and the number of units in the property. So look, the simplest way to go about this is to work with your trusted lender, and they will be able to help you know exactly what you're qualifying for or what the limits are in the area that you're looking in. Now, if we talk about property eligibility, this is another space that can be really confusing. The VA has some rules to ensure that the home meets their standards. Generally, these aren't that different from any other kind of loan, like a conventional or FHA loan. It has maybe a little bit of a bad reputation from in the past, there being some stricter guidelines around it. But generally, the property just needs to be safe, sound, and sanitary. It also can't be a fixer-upper. It has to have the floors and the walls have to be there. Okay, like if it requires significant repairs, there are other options that we have. It just won't necessarily be the standard VA loan. But don't stress. Your lender is going to work with a VA-approved appraiser, and they're going to help you navigate these requirements. So it's time to start your home search. All right. When browsing real estate websites or working with agents, you'll want to keep an eye out for listings marked as VA approved or VA eligible. Now, this is going to apply largely to condominiums, but certain homes as well. And this is where your team, a lender, and an agent is really going to be your advocate and help you navigate these waters. Anything that says VA approved or VA eligible, these listings have already been pre-approved by the VA. So that's going to make things a whole lot easier. But just because it doesn't say that doesn't mean it isn't approved by the VA. So it's, just because it's not there doesn't mean you count it out entirely. Okay. All right, so now that you know how to spot VA-friendly listings, it's time to find the experts to guide you through the process. Picture yourself walking into a real estate office. You're unsure how to communicate your VA loan needs and preferences effectively. Or maybe you're just nervous about talking about it at all. But here's the thing. Working with an agent that is savvy with VA loans, that's experienced, I highly, highly recommend this. It's crucial when you're searching for homes for a VA loan. You want to team up with a real estate professional who's familiar with VA loans. They'll know the ins and outs of the program. They'll be able to help you find properties that meet the VA's criteria. And listen, don't be afraid to ask potential agents about their experience with VA loans during that initial consultation or conversation when you talk with them. The thing is that experienced, savvy agents, when it comes to VA loans, they're worth their weight in gold. There's two benefits. One, they're going to help you navigate the process because it can feel like a little bit of a maze. Everything from the eligibility requirements, navigating the appraisal process. It can be a lot to take on a loan. This is where a lender is also going to come in and help you out. An experienced VA agent and loan officer, they've been through the process countless times. They can guide you every step of the way, ensuring you don't miss a beat. Our office has done so many VA loans. We specialize in it. And so it's like there's almost a comfort and a confidence that comes when you do it, when you're in it day in and day out, just helping veterans and active service duty members purchase your homes. The second benefit is that like not all properties are created equal when it comes to VA loans, and your agent will know which ones and which listings meet the VA's criteria. It's going to save you time. It's going to save you frustration. They'll also be able to advise you on any necessary repairs or renovations that may be required to gain VA approval. And again, this is all stuff that kind of there's nuances to this, but in general, it's pretty straightforward. So how do you find an agent? How do you find one of these loan experts, from a lender? Start by asking around. Ask friends, family, or even like if you're already working with a lender, they may have recommendations. I have a number of agents that are both veterans who have done so many VA purchases and helped clients purchase homes here in our area. You can also check online reviews and ratings to see which agents in your area have a strong track record with VA loans. The other thing to recommend is once you've narrowed down your options, find like 2 or 3 agents and actually meet with them if you can, or at least have a conversation over the phone. And don't be afraid to ask them about their experience with the VA loans, including how many transactions they've handled or any specialized training or certifications that they may have. You're going to find out very quickly someone that you connect with, but also someone who's a good negotiator and someone who will like tell you the truth and be honest with you straight away and guide you, and you're going to have a connection, someone that you relate to. Those are all things that can go into finding an agent that's really going to help you. My personal recommendation for the number one characteristic, the most important characteristic that you look for, is an expert negotiator, someone who can really work on your behalf to get you the best deal possible in the transaction when you're purchasing your home, which might be one of the biggest purchases of your life, right? And so you can expect the person that you choose to be your advocate throughout the entire process. They're going to help you understand the paperwork, negotiate on your behalf. They're going to ensure that you're taking full advantage of your VA loan benefits. Think of that agent and that lender as your personal guide to the VA loan world. So with the right team in your corner, the VA home buying process becomes much more manageable. It becomes more comfortable, easier. Well, maybe not easier. The home buying a home, anybody that tells you it's easy, no matter what, it's just not true. It's always going to be a challenge. If it was easy, everybody would have done it already. But by leveraging the expertise of the people that you choose to have in your corner, you'll be one step closer to finding your dream home. Okay, but what about the financials? Right? Imagine finding the perfect property, but you're unsure if it fits within your budget. Does it fit within your pre-approval amount, your VA loan budget? Before you start your search, I can't emphasize this enough. It's essential that you get pre-approved for your VA loan. Things like, and the pre-approval doesn't actually have to be that complicated. We pull credit, and even today, we start with a soft pull. We don't even have to do a hard credit pull to get you a pre-approval. We'll look at your income, your assets. We'll talk with you about what your goals are. In fact, I have a lot of clients that they kind of choose which route they want to go. Do they want to purchase a home mainly based off of their monthly budget, like how much they can afford to pay on a monthly basis? Or do they want to make a choice on maybe purchasing as much home as possible, seeing how much they can possibly qualify for? There's no right or wrong in this process. We can actually reverse engineer things. So like if I have a client that tells me I'd like my payment to be this area, we can reverse engineer it and say, well, this is how much home you can then afford. And vice versa. If you're in a situation where it's a competitive market and you're having to escalate, increase how much you're offering to purchase the home, actually give clients an estimate on how much their monthly payment would go up for every $10,000 that they add to the purchase price of the home, or like escalate their offer. So I don't want to get too far in the weeds. These are all things that like someone who really has your best interest at heart as a loan officer will go through and have this discussion with you. They'll show you what the costs are and how much like cash to close, how much cash you're going to have to actually bring into the transaction, how much, outside of the down payment is this going to require, and some tips and tricks to work with what you have available for that. Even if it's zero, we have tools that we can utilize. So if you unfamiliar with those, stay tuned, subscribe to the channel. I'll have that. I'll be making a video specifically about that here in the near future. So all of that said, by understanding the VA loan limits, property requirements, working with experienced professionals, getting pre-approved, now you're well equipped to embark on your home search journey using your hard-earned VA loan benefit. And remember, the benefit's a testament to your service, right? And with the right knowledge, preparation, you can find the perfect home for you and your family. You can purchase, I think this is the most important thing, you can purchase your home with peace of mind, clarity, and confidence. You can do that. All right, if you have any other questions or need personalized advice, don't hesitate to reach out. I'm here as a resource for you. Happy house hunting. We'll see you in the next video.